Then he unhooked the bottom of his doggone cane, baby. It's a knife on her. He done made a shank. And he got her right on die. I just twisted it too. Like, you gonna die today, fool. You gonna die today. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of my favorite Netflix original show, porcento, 3%, Chapter 8, Frogs, otherwise sapos. I'm telling you, every time I watch one of these episodes, something new happens that manages to shock the shit out of me. If you have been following this whole little series along with me, even if you're not watching it, I'm quite sure you're being shocked as well. I know a lot of people wanted me to binge watch it and do the whole thing in that first video, because I know I can see my viewership kind of dropped off on it. But that's all right, because I still like the show. This episode right here, Chapter 8, there's a change of tide coming. A change of tide coming to 3%, and it's all happening right here, right now. We pick up where we left off last week with Marco having captured Joana again as she was trying to escape from Gerson. And you know he got a hate for her because he blames her for everybody turning on him and killing his ass. I'm like, well, if you hadn't been such an ass, then, you know, people might have stood by your side. But he didn't die, which was like very shocking to me last episode. And even though he is disabled, he feels like he's much stronger of a person now. So we finally get the explanation of how he survived. Like, he was being crushed by the door. Somebody came and rescued him, and he lost a kidney. He got blown orbital. One side of his hip is pulverized. A ruptured pancreas. He should have been good and dead. He should have been good and dead. And I'm not sure if I'm really liking the fact that they keeping him alive. I'm not sure if I'm really with that right now. But he walked out of the process with a new set of legs that was not his own. I think they was made out of wood, matter of fact. But he's an Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? In his mind, he should have been passed through the process no matter what, because all Alvarez's passes. Well, he tells Gerson, he tells Joana that Gerson is scheduling her for her public execution real soon. And Joana was like, you know, dang well, I didn't have nothing to do with what happened to you. And they threw you out like yesterday's trash. The process did. So after they turned your butt into a doggone monster, this is your opportunity to pay them back. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I can help you pay them back as long as you free me. And Marco is like, Lord, you a damn cause groupie. That's who you are. Like, Joana say, look, you know what? At least I know what side I'm on. He said, I do know what side you on. You're on the wrong damn side. That's whose side you on. So we jumping back and forth within a matter of minutes on this episode. Me and this dog, I tell you, don't you get up out that chair one more time. He's scared of paper. He's like a security dog, but I trained him with paper, so he's terrified of paper. Anyway, so we dropping back and forth like within a matter of minutes. So stick with me, because I'm trying to stick with it my doggone self. We go back 1 year. He goes home. He sees this little kid being held, and I was like, is that his kid? I wasn't sure. But then he back with Gerson's crew, where he basically a lapdog for them, you know. He trying to get a drop of something out of the doggone bowl after they already ate good. He ain't got nothing. And literally, you know, he without a drop to eat. And now it's, again, 10 months earlier when he first decided to join the militia. So to enter the militia, you had to pass a test, you know, to get a pass and be the best of the worst. And it's some shit that Gerson probably made up on the spot. Well, you know, he passes this little riddle. The first guy fails, right? Whatever. And Marco, he passes it. And now he got to take him down. Gerson is like, if you could take me down, then I'm going to let you in, right? So he wants Marco with the 2 prosthetic legs to chase after him. You know, he kicks his cane and breaks it in two. And go on, chase me, right? Marco's like, got 2 prosthetic legs, and you want him to chase after you? So he falls down, he knocks over some water, and they being taunted and jeered at by everybody that's in the little crew. I'm like, why would you want to join these sons of bitches? Like, what the fuck, you know? I mean, he said it was for food and shelter, but shit, as we seen in the last little scene, motherfucker, you wouldn't even get a drop of liquid out the pot. You wouldn't get nothing. I wouldn't trust these motherfuckers. I wouldn't trust them at all. Well, while he's down on the ground, he notices some loose wires, live wires, right? And, you know, it's all water on the floor. Son walking around barefoot and shit. So he said, all right, I got your ass. You want me to take you down? I'm finna take all y'all motherfuckers down in one fell swoop. Took that doggone wire, stuck it in that water, just everybody electrocuted. Himself too. He crazy as a motherfucker. The son gets up like this son of a bitch after he was able to, you know, get himself together. Kicks the shit out of him and say, you took me down, boy. I'm gonna let you in. You crazy is that one thing. Crazy as ever. Well, Joanna, again, she's still trying to escape. They got a doggone bike lock on her arm this time. You ain't going nowhere, girl. Marco walks in and she's still trying to get him over to her side. Like, come join us, I can help you out. You know, she tell him about the communicator that's in her robe, try to, you know, make him trust her. So he radios to the cars, notifying Joanna of Joanna's impending death. But ain't no answer. So he's like, I guess they ain't listening, or, you know, they too weak or whatever. And I was like, that's the radio that's linked to Fernando, ain't it, right? I thought it was. Was Joanna telling him, you know what? I bet your mama will be so ashamed of you. And you can see this kind of shake him a little bit. It strikes a nerve in him, but he can't let her see it sweat. Marco can't let her see it sweat. So Rafael gets permission from Marcella to find out who the militia is planning to execute. And she let him know, your girlfriend, you know, she might be mad right now, but when the process is all over, she gonna understand your commitment to us and everything. He like, you know what, I just gotta do what a brother gotta do. Michele, I can't stand her character. And her brother Andre, I can't stand his character. Michele and Andre are still out there running through the mountains, over the mountains and through the woods. To grandma's house they go. All of a sudden, Andre is seeing his own reflection, kind of like he's still trapped in the own mental prison of himself. They gaze at each other just a little bit too passionately for me. To be brother and sister, it's kind of disturbing. I don't know if it's if they're not acting like they should be. They should be acting like siblings, but instead they acting like lovers, because it creeps me out every time that they gaze and have an interaction with one another. Well, Michele is like, hold up, bro. This place you taking me to, if don't nobody know about it, how the heck you know about it? So he mentioned somebody named Eugenio, his mentor, but Andre can't remember the details of what all happened with him and Eugenio. Like, you know, he been caged away for like 5 doggone years with nobody but himself. So they surmise that his memory must have been wiped. You know, that little clean the memory slate that they do on people. But Michele is thinking, no, they did this so you couldn't prove that you was truly innocent. You know, whatever. In the meantime, Cassia got that GPS track on that ass, you know, closing in on him. But then all of a sudden, some reason, Andre is like, oh my gosh, our registration tags, they're probably tracking us to this. So Michele get the bright idea to pick up this big ass rock and cut it out. Rip it, just rip it. That's just, okay. And they remove the trackers, and Cassia lose track of him. You just saw where they was at. Go to that damn spot. That's what I'm thinking. But okay. She send the drones. Those some cool ass looking drones though. So remember the little girl who Silas fixed her arm? Well, she runs up to him and he is handed a flyer about Joanna's execution. He looks so nervous, and I'm telling you, they got a thing for each other. He can't let his boo go down like that, right? He can't let his boo go down like that. Well, Rafael shows up at Gersan's crib like, hey, your prisoner is wanted by the division. We need to talk to her. And Gersan is like, I wasn't informed of that. Let me check on that. Let me call up the division and ask for questions. Raphael's like, look, that's all we need is ask questions, but I wouldn't buy Marcella. You know how she gets. Gersan is like, looking at him like, I don't trust a word he says, but I might let you come on through. Rafael kept his finger on the trigger though, just in case some shit got real up in there. So Joanna is still there pleading to Marco, like, come on, dude, just let me go. Let's go fuck up the process together, you and I. No, of course he's not going to believe her. Like, why should he? And she like, prove it to your family that you want to fuck up and choose the right side. Well, Gersan walks downstairs with Rafael, and I be damned. Marco let her ass go. They gone. I was totally not expecting that. Like, Rafael is like, hell, yeah, baby, shit, I ain't got to do a damn thing. Case closed. Marcella, hey, we're done here. All right, I'm peace out. So, outside, Joana and Marco, they part ways. And I'm not sure why he did it at this point. It's like, we'll meet again, probably on the other side of the process. I was like, huh? Explain that to me, sir. Well, anyway, Joana radios Fernando, and he's like, hey, the radio was tripping. I could have sworn I heard the Walking Dead talking. And she like, fool, Marco is alive. Marco is alive. Well, he lets her know that Rafael is on their side, and he wants her to go meet in the frog basement with him. And she's like, no, we coming to rescue you. You at the process, right? He's like, who you gonna get to rescue me? Agatha? Gonna resurrect another person? Like, shoot, go on, girl. Anyway, get your butt over to the frog basement. And so Michele and Andre come up on the secret hideaway. I'm so sick of him and his damn tears. I really am sick of Andre and his damn tears. Stop your crying. Ugh. In one of his visions, though, it looked like he was one of the people that had a seat at the table. And I was like, why did that one woman look like she was one of the founding couple people? But they should have been dead like a long time ago. It's interesting. Well, he finally recognizes the entryway. I'm like, how the heck is this big old shiny circle in the middle of the ground not able to be seen? I don't understand. It wasn't even covered but with 3 or 4 leaves. Well, this whole storyline with Andre is confusing the heck out of me. Somehow the optical reader is set up for him, but he can't remember how it happened. He can't even remember the code, and if he changed the code. And I honestly think that Andre really did kill whoever it was he was supposed to kill. I think he really did. Michele is like, let's try different codes. He's like, no, we can't do this. It's kidnap proof. We're going to lock it up if you do that. And she's like, who's supposed to be kidnapped? Who's going to kidnap the founding couple? Because this was their watering hole, apparently. Well, the drones, they flying above, and Cassie is closing in, and all he can remember of the code is that it had something to do with Michele. I was like, her birthday maybe? I don't know. Well, Marco went back to the militia, which confused the hell out. We're like, what you go back for it? And Gassan got the crew all lined up like, hey, one of y'all helped her get out. Now, which one of y'all did it? One of the dudes was like, dude, I was up front with you. What you talking about? So it became obvious that it was Marco. So he at the end of the line looking all guilty anyway. Gassan says, you know what? I just want to know why you did it. Why you did it. You had such a bright future here, even though you was a fucked up individual. So tell me what's up. And Marco said, your problem is you don't know how to appreciate what's fucked up. And everything is fucked up on this side. I was like, where are you going with this? He was like, you underestimate me, Pa. You underestimate me. Gassan said, no, I gave your ass a chance. He said, no, I gave you a motherfucking chance. I was like, Marco don't turn the fuck up. He done turned up. Baby, he headbutt his ass real good. Then he unhooked the bottom of his doggone cane. Baby, it's a knife on her. He done made a shank. And he got her right or die. I just twisted it to like, you gonna die today, fool. You gonna die today. So, yeah, he killed him. He killed him. He walked right back out with the crew, sat down at the head of the table. The dude was looking like, so where the hell is Gassan? He said, Gassan is no more. He calls up Marcella like, hey, girl, hey. There is a new leader in charge over here at the militia. Let me introduce myself. And I got news for you, by the way. She like, okay, well, where you want to meet up? He said, my crib. The Alvarez's. I'm confused as hell. Like, he busted all up in his mama house. Like, I guess the family house or whatever. And they like, Marco, what are you doing here? You didn't pass? He said, it's my motherfucking house. What the fuck? And anybody who got something to say and don't want to follow my rules, you can get to stepping. I was like, why are you so aggressive up in your mama house? Like, why are you doing that? Well, Andre tells Michele to try and remember yourself. We had a shared moment. And just try to remember what that was. You know, I was teaching you how to write. Like, did you only teach her how to write one day? But apparently they shared that same moment together. And she's able to remember what the code was. It was an inverted N. She used to write her N's backwards, whatever. And she guessed it within seconds. Oh, how bright Michele is. They took down in the hole right as Cassie arrived. But somehow Cassie and them don't notice that big-ass shiny thing in the middle of the ground. Well, Silas over there at the frog basement. You know, Joana is about to show up there. And he mixing up bombs, it looks like. Joana walks in like, hold the fuck up. Where did you get more fertilizer? Then it hits her. Silas, You sold me out to the militia? You the reason why they knew where I was at? I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. But I'll be damned. Yes, he did. Damn, Silas. Come on now. I thought that you had a future with Joana. This how you gonna do? The fuck, man. Come on now. She all hurt and teared up and stuff. And he like, it's been a hard life for me, girl. You gotta understand. She like, so you gonna send me to my death because you had suffering? And Silas is like, well, you betrayed me first. You destroyed the cause's chance of blowing up the doggone process. I gotta do what I gotta do, even if it hurts me. And I'm like, the fuck out of here. Don't love me or like me or care about me like that. I don't need that type of love in my life. Shit. Love me less. Love me less. Well, Joana, she said, you sound like Ezekiel right now, Silas. And Silas like, you got me fucked up. Ezekiel was selfish and all about himself. I done spent my entire life looking out for everybody else. And you are just like every fucking body else, incapable of making sacrifices. I was like, you better watch out, Silas. She gonna put your ass in that damn frog pond. And then he said, you are trash. I was like, did he just call my girl trash? Like, what? Woo! And she said, you ain't no different from the ones you think you trying to liberate us from. I may be trash, but you a piece of shit. Both of y'all. And Rafael comes in like, Joana. Silas locks that damn gun on him. Joana hits the gun, and they both together fall into that daggone frog pond. All you see is her little red robe floating on top of the waves. Then we see Silas getting bit or stung like a mother. What do frogs do? They shoot poison darts or something. What the heck do frogs do to you? Anyway, Rafael is trying to help her out. Silas trying to pull her back in. I was like, boy, are you for real? You really gonna try to pull her back in? Oh, Rafael helped her get out, though. He helped her get out. And at first I was thinking, no, they are not finna kill Joana. Definitely not like this. I know they wasn't finna kill her. I was like, what in the entire fuck? No, they are not finna kill her. I already got the shock of my life when Ezekiel butt was caught the fuck up and got killed on the show. I would have stopped watching if Joana had got killed in this fucking episode. Real talk. This recap would have ended right here. Done. Finite. Fiend. Over. It'd have been done with if she had got killed. But she didn't. Okay, so they get her out the water. Silas, who was trying to pull her back in there, is left in there to die. I'm like, die, vermin, die, you motherfucker. Should have loved her better. Well, there goes my doggone theory about them getting together. She needed somebody to love her old crazy ass. His old cute self had to die that little horrible death. Silas is fine, and he just died a horrible ass death. Well, Lord, I will be glad when Andre gets some clothes. I'm so sick of seeing him wearing that damn sheet. Now they in a little secret hideaway that Andre claims no one alive knows about. Joana, she feeling all heartbroken over Silas's death, but truthfully, she really wanted to kill him herself. She wanted to exact her revenge. She just wasn't finna do it right then. Like right then, it was actually, she didn't mean to push him in. But Rafael is like, suck it up, buttercup. You did the right thing, and personally, I thank you because you saved my doggone life. Now it's just up to us to take down the process. So, Marcella, she's making that slow creep up the stairs into the Alvarez house. I ain't never seen her timid or scared before. Then we flash back to her yesteryear with Marcella's visiting Julia. They talked about her missing her son, and I'm like, wait, is Julia in Alvarez? Marcella was like, I had to leave my child behind too, so I understand. Then I got a little excited. Is Marcella Marco's mom? Marcella, Marco, the names are kind of similar. That would be a twist, y'all. That would be a twist. Well, anyway, she tries not to think of her child, she says, but the guilt that Julia is feeling, it don't never go away. She just lets her know that. Julia's like, they told me not to name my son, but I gave him a name anyway. His name is Augusto. Did you name your son? And she's like, yeah, I did. Marco Alvarez. I am too through. Get the fuck out of here. Marcella is Marco's mom. That's a good twist. That's a good twist, baby. She walked into that doggone house all cold-hearted as she could be. He tried to give her a hug, and she's like, nah, bro, I don't know you like that. Shake my hand. Shake my motherfucking hand, right? So he was like, I was so shocked to learn that you was the new leader of the process. And she was like, I was shocked to learn that your ass didn't pass. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for this information that you said you have. And so he tell her about the car sabotage and how they could band together and strengthen the process and take down Joana. And at first she like, that problem has already been taken care of. No, not so fast, mama. I learned this today. And I was like, why the fuck did he let Joana go then? Is he trying to win favor with his moms when he takes Joana down? And he was just helping her to escape as a means for Joana to trust him whenever they run into each other again? Joanna's being all too trusting these days. Anyway, maybe this time around she ain't gonna put her... No, she still trusts his ass. But Marcella's like, what makes you think that I need help against the cause? He said, because they killed your old leader. Marcella thinking you was a damn fool. But I'm going to let you go and keep that. I'm going to let you keep thinking that. But the kicker is, though, Marco wants a second chance at the process. First of all, you too old, homie. You're 21 now. You're not 20. But she says that she would consider it. And goes to shake his hand again. But he hugs her all up. He all teared up, just in emotions. Like, mama, all weeping in her arms and shit. Then she sees his picture on the wall. You know, there's the wall of successors who have made it through the process. She walks over and snatches that picture down and says, you better make yourself worthy for this. I was like, ooh, because she told me she was going to consider letting him go back to the process. That's going to be interesting. Are they all going to have to pretend to go back into the process? Is that what's going to have to happen? They're going to have to go back in process 105? That's weird. It's only a day left to the process. Only one day left. Wait a minute. Was she the voice at the beginning? Okay, when Marco was in the hospital bed and there was a voice talking to him and she said that I'm only helping you to get you up out of my face. Was that Marcella's voice at that time? Oh. And she couldn't even applaud him for taking over the militia. Like, within 10 months' time, he done took over the damn militia. She just heartless as fuck. She heartless. That's all we got for y'all. That's all I got. Thank y'all for coming back and watching Trace Porcento 3%. It's Netflix original. If there's anything that I forgot, go and drop that down in the comment section. Anything that y'all want, thoughts or views that y'all have on the show itself, go ahead and drop that in the comment section as well. Like the video if you have not already done so, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. I have more great shows coming up for you this summer. If you were not aware, I'm still doing Queen Sugar. I'm doing The Handmaid's Tale right now. If you like this show, you will love The Handmaid's Tale. Doing Real Housewives of Potomac. And then coming up this summer, we're going to have Power, Insecure, and Harlots on Hulu. All right, y'all. Talk to you again. Peace.